What's up, guys? So it's been about a week since Fender released all these cease and desist letters to all these guitar manufacturers over in the UK. And essentially, I didn't say anything in the beginning because I just kind of wanted to see what was going to happen with this whole ordeal and whatnot. I definitely had my initial thoughts on it, but I didn't want to act too quick and, say that I hate Fender. Even though I'm not very fond of their guitars, I will give you my point of view on this whole situation. But basically, Guitar World released an article saying that Fender had responded. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, essentially last week, Fender sent out a bunch of cease and desist letters to these guitar manufacturers, essentially telling them that they couldn't make Strat-style guitars anymore because they had won a case over there. And apparently in 2009, they had lost a case in the US, and this whole issue doesn't really have any bearing in the US. But overseas, they are allowed to now stop these companies from making these guitars. And essentially the cease and desist letter told them they had to destroy their inventory and that they could be fined. I've heard up to like $250,000. I don't know if that's factual or not, but if they're caught selling those guitars, they could be fined like that. And then they also told them that they had to destroy their inventory. I can't imagine all these guitar manufacturers are going to just destroy all their Strat style body guitars. I would imagine, if anything, they're going to either alter the body shape somehow, or what I think is going to happen is there's going to be a Strat tax. I think we're going to end up seeing a bunch of companies licensing the body design from Fender and essentially just paying a Strat tax. Like, hey, you want to make a Strat style guitar? Okay, but you're going to pay us 15%, 20% of every sale or whatever they agree to. I don't know if that's going to actually happen or not, or if they're just going to tell these companies, hey, you just can't make them. Like, we're the only ones that are going to put out Strat style guitars. Anyway, now that I've heard their response through this Guitar World article, essentially what they said is that no, we're not stopping any two-horned instruments from being made. So basically, here's one horn, here's two. There's lots of guitars that have this kind of style on it, but they don't look like a Stratocaster, right? So it looks like Fender is saying, like, you can still make guitars that have this these two horns, but it can't be the same exact body style. Well, that's the whole issue here, is that these guitar companies are making the body that looks just like a Strat, and that's what they're selling. So really, that's kind of like a non-answer in my opinion. And I'll just tell you guys what I think. I think that it's kind of crazy that after so many years of companies putting out guitars like this, that Fender's now going to start to come after them. And here's the cold hard fact. I own two Strats right now. I own, both of them are Schecter Nick Johnston Signature Series. I got the orange one and the blue one here. And I love these guitars. And I'll tell you, I used to have a Fender Stratocaster. I've had many Fender Strats, and I've had students, tons of students that have Stratocasters, some that are over $5,000 for one guitar. And I have to tell you, I've never fallen in love with a Strat, even the super expensive ones. I've played them, and I'm like, they're nice guitars, but for me, it's not the guitar. I have always found that I like Shure Stratocasters. I like the Schecter Strats. I like anything that is essentially not a Fender. I feel like they make better Strat style guitars. And it's amazing to me that they're going to try to cut all these brands out from making this style guitar because they've gotten away with it for so long. And there's part of me that says, like, as a business owner, oh, if I came up with a design, I should be able to keep that design, right? It's like if somebody makes a Tesla car that looks exactly like a Tesla, can they go after them for that? Probably they can. But the thing is, with the guitar, we're talking about a piece of wood. So anyway, I saw the whole design on their trademark and all this stuff, and it looks like if they're making guitars that look like this, you're not going to be able to do it. That's what I get from that. We'll see where it goes in the future. We're going to see what happens. I can't wait to hear some of these guitar manufacturers start to respond. I'm sure that there's a lot of legal stuff going on right now, so they can't say anything. I, on the other hand, hold no bearing to Fender. I can speak freely about what I think. I'll tell you this. it made me mad enough that I've removed all the Fender labels from all the stuff I have in my studio here. And the only things that I have a Rumble amp that I removed the Fender logo from, and I have a little keychain holder that I removed the Fender logo on. And I'm no longer a Fender studio. I tell my students, joking around of course, but if they walk in with a Fender, I'm like, hey, get out of here. I'm even getting rid of the Fender on my car. No, it's not that serious. But honestly, I do not agree with this whole thing. I think that, you know, Fender already is known for having the Strat style guitar. They own that whole signature icon guitar thing. Nobody is taking that away from them. It can't be taken away from them. But these other guitar manufacturers are just making better guitars. I mean, I've never played a Fender Strat that plays as good as the Schecter. Schecter puts out a mean Strat style guitar. I encourage you guys to look it up. Sir, they put out an insane Strat style guitar. And that's where I stand with this whole thing. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Am I being crazy? Do you think there's going to be a Strat tax? I think it's going to happen. But let me know. Leave a comment below. Do you just completely disagree? Am I, going too crazy with taking the Fender logos off? Maybe. But I think it's pretty funny. And actually, the amp looks pretty cool without the logo. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you soon. I'll be putting out some more instructional material real soon. I have had a busy, crazy last 2 months, but I'm getting back on the horse, so you'll be seeing more material coming out soon. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys. God bless. This is a good time for me to mention that if you haven't checked out yet, I sell guitar flashcards. You can get them either from my website or Amazon. Check the links in the description if you're interested. They help you memorize the notes on the fretboard, chord formulas, scale formulas, and all kinds of music theory stuff.